Hello.
I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. In the short video clip you just watched before I started speaking, you'll see my grandson, Luca Apoki, on all fours, and the younger sister, Sophia Oro, on his back, held by his mother, Dr. Mirella. And you could see he was going, and the sister was so excited. The sister was trying to ride like a horse rider on his back. In 2024, when I went to Romania to see my grandson for the very first time, we used to do video calls, and he will run and go and bring something. When I say Vava is ball, he will run and go and bring. When I say Carlo, he will run and go and bring a horse. Elefante, he will run and go and bring elephant. I thought that he knew me as a person. I never knew he was thinking I was like Tom and Jerry. And then the father came to pick me from the airport. As I entered their apartment with a black jacket, and I think the hoodie was on. When the boy saw me, he ran away. He ran to his nanny and closed his eyes with his hands, and then he refused coming close to me. And I was told that he did that to his uncle, his father's elder brother, Dr. Mimi. And in fact, he will not stay in the same lift with him. But I wanted to intentionally bond with him. He's my first grandson. I wanted to intentionally bond with him. And I found out that we all will eventually become memories. I will eventually become a memory in his mind of a grandfather. Like I was asking one of my children whether he remembers my father. He has a very faint memory. It's only my daughter and my eldest son that have some memories of them. You know, I found out that when children have memories, good memories of their childhood with their parents, things you expose them to, things you teach them, experiences you share with them, they remain in their minds. And sometimes it links them with their background, where they come from. And as for me, I heard of my grandfather Apoki as being a trader. He had his own waterside. Today, if you go there, there's Apoki waterside, where visitors, traders came to buy things from. He traded with people, and he was a very strict human being, very harsh human being. And my father would tell me that in our family we don't take nonsense. I grabbed those things very early. I also heard that he was a rich man, and when I saw my father in his state of poverty, the stories of my grandfather, paternal grandfather, being a rich man was something I needed to pursue. My maternal grandfather, before the present monarchical system in our community, He was an OVA, a king, gazetted. And my mother will always tell me, your grandfather was a king. And you don't behave anyhow. You don't hiss. You don't put your hand on your jaw. You don't beg. And those things very early. As far back as when I was 7 years old, my mother told me when we didn't have food in the house, he said, go and wash the dishes, wash the plates, wash the pots, that food will come. It was, I put my hand on he said, don't put your hands on your jaw. My father was a king. And banana food came, but it was green bananas that we cooked. My wife's grandfather had a story building at Okwikpere, among the first Robo people to build story buildings. Paternally. Maternally, my wife's grandfather owned buildings and owned a lot of properties, real estate. Those things formed a foundation for me. Today, if I eat fried plantain, we call it dodo in Nigeria, I prefer the very, very soft one. As I'm chewing it, there is a taste that I get of the ripeness. It reminds me of my father. Around 1965, 66, 64, 65, 66, because I came to Warri in 63, he will give us money to go and buy dodo and beans. We call it dodo and beans, ewa, beans. And it's that soft one that they used to fry. I still remember the place till today. I remember the name of the woman that used to fry. That's when I was 3 years old, 4 years old, till today. And anytime I eat that very soft plantain, I remember my father. So I made up my mind to have children early. I was 26. When I married, 27, I had a son. 28, 29, I had children. 27, 28, 29, I had children until I gave a gap of 8 years, 1996, when I was 30, 1996, I think I was 30, 30 what? And I had my last born. So, but I wanted to bond with my children. There are stories of our escapades that they still share till today. And so I got to Romania and my grandson ran away. How do I bond with this child so that he will know that he has a Nigerian grandfather and so that he would like to come back to Nigeria? I was telling people when I was much younger that I will have a European grandson like Osaze Odewege. I kept saying these things. I never knew they would come to pass like as it is today. So my grandson ran. Then how do I bond with this child? I remembered what I used to do with his father, his uncles, and his auntie. I would go on all fours and they will be on my back and I will be doing malu. Malu is cow in Nigeria. Malu. And they will sit on my back. Till today, my granddaughter, when she won the recent beauty pageant, Miss Little Miss Amazing Nigeria, you see, Daddy, carry me on your back. I carried her on my back because I carried the mother on my back, carried the uncles on my back, and I carry her on my back. Sometimes I carry her on my neck because my mother carried me on her back until I was 4 years old. I stopped breastfeeding very late. One day my mother was carrying me. I still remember the place at Amekpa. She slipped and fell down with me on the back. I told her, Mommy, I will call her Yaya. Yaya, so you fell. Oh, you didn't watch well. You didn't know that this place was slippery. And then we went to the Ughelli market and we were coming back And we got to the spot and I told her, please, this mama, this was where you fell in the morning. Please be very careful. And I was on her back. So I made up my mind to replicate what my mother did for me with my children and my grandchildren. So I would do like that. Malu, they will sit on my back. I'll be walking on the all fours in the sitting room because my hospital was close to the house, so I could dodge to go and play with them. Now, when I got to Romania, I did the all fours bonding technique. They carried him on my back and I was walking. Kalo is what they call horse in Romanian language. So they put him on my back. I was doing Kalo, 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 Kalo. You will see one of the videos I did when I said bonding, doing it the Yoruba way. When he was on my back, I was bouncing Kalo. So I was surprised to see that he remembered that thing. He was on all fours, and the younger sister, Sophia, was on his back, and he was laughing, and the mother held Sophia. You will see it in the video. You will eventually end up as a memory. Thank God for these videos I'm doing. Thank God for saving them in the cloud. Thank God for social media. Even when it becomes obsolete, he will see me carrying him on my back, and he will also see that he carried his sister on the back. And when they see these things and remember these things, it bonds the family together. I believe in a tightly knit family. I'm a very strict person, but I'm a very responsible father. I was discussing with my granddaughter, and she remembered the day the mother was coming from Aba with her, and their vehicle stopped somewhere at Osubi. And I went that night to go and pick them up and brought them to Ugili. And my wife said, Daddy is an eagle. He will dive to any length to rescue his children in his wings. And my daughter remembered that. And it's a memory that will be in her mind. It's something that will make her want to take care of me in old age. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 to register for our webinar and join our WhatsApp group. We have properties for sale. God bless you.